Hello everybody and welcome to ReZero Director's Cut episode 5 anime review. This episode, Subaru, he went through multiple transformations. He was determined, then he went a bit loony, then he was determined again, and he got a lap pillow at one point. Yeah, Subaru all over the place. The twins are, being somewhat cool. Biko is funny. She officially got named Biko, so that is good. What else happened? God, some more stuff happened. Found out the mystery, who the baddie is. We found that out. A lot of stuff went down. I forgot that. I thought we were ending the arc this week, but I guess I forgot where it's been a while, as I say. It's been a long old while. But anyway, let's dive right into the episode and everything and see what went down. Let's do this. Subaru wakes up again after return by deathing, so he's in the bed and the twins are there doing the old Neisama, Rem. Subaru's a perv, alley-oop. Turns out it was the twins holding his hands. Oh, someone asked, how is it possible that Amelia could, hold both his hands at the same time? Lean over the bed, crawl on the bed, there are a lot of things she could do. Granted, he would probably feel it, I'm not arguing that, but it's still possible she could do it, so. But she wasn't, it was the twins, so, mystery solved. I guess they look like they have smaller hands than Amelia. Does she have big hands? I just feel like she's got bigger than the twins, alright? That's a very weird thing. Subaru's back to being relatively normal. My notes don't make much sense there, it's fine. This time around he decides to work at the mansion and get hired. What he's got to do is I've got to earn the trust of everyone, and also I've got to defeat the shaman. Those are my two victory conditions in order to win. Also, we didn't have an opening this week, which I thought was kind of weird, no opening at all, which is weird because I don't remember from the original, but surely one of the episodes must have had the opening in it, so, why would you cut the opening out? It's not the end of the world, it's just the opening, but come on guys, gotta have the opening in there. Anyway, after that, Puck gives him an old magic lesson and everything. Subaru's attribute is Shadow, which basically means he's a debuffer, which, I respect debuffers, but God, I wouldn't want to play as a debuffer. As just a debuffer. DPS debuffer? That's fine. Just a debuffer on its own. It's my mate likes playing as the healer. I'm more of a DPS kind of guy, if we're talking video games real quick. But anyway, Subaru then gets blinded temporarily when he gets scared because the witch is there or something. So maybe the witch is telling him, don't learn how to blind people, Subaru. That's not good. I don't really know. Anyway, then Subaru practices and makes a massive smoke screen, which is less good. Not Biko. Puck explains it's because basically your gate's not been used very much, so it'll come out basically, or your gate isn't used to it or something. Basically, the way I interpret it is hey, you're not from this world. So your mana doesn't mana, basically, which I know doesn't make sense, but it's because you watched the episode. Puck does a better job explaining than I do. After that, he can't move, but he was like, I can't accept that. I need to get to work. I can't waste a single day. Amelia gives him some MP fruit, and then he's like, thank you. No, he's not. He's like, I'm sorry, and she's like, say thank you, damn it. Thank you means more. And then after that he goes to see Biko and asks her about shamans and curses and everything. She's like, well, you can't undo the curse once you got it, once it's activated, so you'll probably die. Hey, you know that witch, Satella? Yeah, that's a great thing. So then they talk about the witch for a bit, and at the end he's like, I get why Amelia called herself the witch, and he says something like, if everyone hates her, she won't have to worry about this royal thing. So I guess he thinks she wants everyone to hate her, which, it's Amelia, man. She's nice as anything. I couldn't hate Amelia, except when she's not the best, obviously, because that's Rem, but Amelia's alright. I'm one of the about six people in the world that thinks they're both pretty good, so. The next morning, Subaru has got much energy, such wow. He has a bit of banter with Amelia and Puck and everything. Subaru dropped a vase at one point and he's like, oh, I'm got energy and everything. He's like, my notes just say he's like an insane person, so he's at an 11, he needs to bring it down to at least a 6. So yeah, Subaru needs to do that. Then afterwards he feels sick, he says it about 17 times, so if you couldn't tell, Subaru feels sick. He's losing it, man. He throws up. And then Amelia comes to see him and gives him a lap pillow, which... Subaru, just do this more often, man. Like, seriously. Look what your reward is. Reward. I guess it's a reward. But then while she's doing the old, it's okay, it's alright speech, Subaru's trying to keep the act up and everything, but he can't. He starts crying a lot. And honestly, he'll be right in the feels, despite the fact I've seen it before. I was like, oh, Subaru, you're proper broken down. Oh, you know, I was like, oh, got me right there. Which, again, I've seen the show before. I knew this was coming, but yeah, I guess kind of forgot how it was. Also, it was a flipping. I liked the scene because it feels sort of real. Like, Amelia is basically Subaru's mum in this situation, like this specific one. Like, you know, when you see you've had a bad day and you see your mum, you're just like, I've had a bad day, and you're just like, I need a hug. You know, it's like that, I guess. Poor Subaru is essentially what I'm trying to say. After this, Rem finds them later. Subaru's fallen asleep on Amelia. She's going to have proper numb legs after this. And then Amelia tells her Subaru is a good boy, because obviously Rem is suspicious because he smells funny. Amelia is like, no, Subaru's a good boy. And later on, Subaru is complaining that, or he's embarrassed, not complaining, he's embarrassed talking to Biko, and she's like, it's the middle of the night, I just want to go to sleep. Because she does sleep, so, you know, probably woke her up. And then he bestows the name Biko on her, which means, you know, that's good and everything, because I call her, I mean, I've been calling her Biko because Beatrice is too long a name. It's literally the same amount of syllables, I realise. Biko's better to say, funnier to say. She says, hey, curses must have physical contact. And so Subaru figures, crap, it's someone in the village, that's less than good. The next morning, Subaru's got regular amount of energy, and instead of apologising to Amelia, he says thank you, which is just what he wanted. And then he convinces, or then Ram assists him in getting, like, you know, he says I gotta go to the village. Rem's all suspicious. Ram is like, it'll be fine, let's all go. That's basically how the conversation goes. So the three musketeers, or the two musketeers and Subaru, head off to the village. So while the ladies are doing, you know, the work, the job they've been assigned to do, Subaru is getting the whole village doing exercise. He got touched by everyone. This was part of his strategy, it's fine. Everybody in the village has touched him in different places, we learn later on. But yeah, then the kids all learn Subaru's nicknames for the twins. Like, she's Remrin. What's Ram? Ramchi, I think is Ram. It's good stuff. After that, they go see the dogs and everything. You know, but dog bites him, which, gonna be honest, first time I watched, I mean, you've seen the episode, so I can spoil the dog thing. First time I watched, didn't figure out at all it was the dog until literally the moment. I was like, oh, it's the dog, like that. Because I'm pretty slow when it comes to watching, like picking up on pretty damn obvious hints, and then I'll rewatch it, I'm like, yeah, it's really obvious, isn't it? And I feel really silly. So there's that. After that, they return to the mansion. Roswell's going out, which is a different occurrence from regular. Subaru, you've altered the space-time continuum somehow, bud. He says, like, Subaru, I'm counting on you. You know, he trusts Subaru, I guess. That or he doesn't. But it seems like he trusts Subaru, which I guess is a good thing. I don't know how he trusts Subaru. Also, he flies now, which, you know, I'll do the quote. They fly now? Haha, terrible movie. Not a good movie at all, but that's not what we're here for. After that, he goes to see Biko, and he's like, Biko, I think I've been cursed, sort it out. And she's like, you're an idiot, oh my god, you have been cursed. Crazy stuff going on. And then he's like, get rid of it, Biko. And she's like, well, no, I don't want to do that. What? Why? And it's like, well, first of all, you're a good person, really, Biko. And he's like, Puck will be sad, or like, this roundabout way will bother Puck, so that way you have to do it. And she's like, fine. Yeah, it was the dog bite. I know I said it already. Dog bite was what cursed him. He tells the twins everything that's going on. He's like, there's a demon dog in the village. I need to go save the village. And Ram's like, alright, Fez. After a while, they have a bit back and forth. It's like, alright, Fez, you go with Ram. I'll stay here. Amelia shows up briefly to say hello. And Subaru, you gonna do something crazy? Yep. Alright then. It's like, Subaru, Amelia, you're like his mum. You're meant to stop him. Tell him to go to his room. Detention. Mums don't do that. Grounded is the word I was looking for. They get to the village and learn the kids, they being Subaru and Rem, they go to the village and learn the kids have all gone missing, which is not ideal, really. They head to the fence. The barrier has been broken, which allows the Mar beasts to get through. They are like beasts that have some witch power, so they're bad, basically, is how it works. Subaru is going to follow the footprints and tells Rem basically, hey, those kids, of course they're important, I know what they want to do and everything, so obviously I'm going to go save them. And then you see he's acting all determined and everything. He's terrified, like he's like, I have to do this, but he's shaking. And Rem sees this and is like, alright, fine. And she pulls the chain out. Where was she hiding the chain? Is it like one of them weapons that just appears in your hand? Where was she hiding it? Up her dress? Because that can't be comfortable. It's just, you know, I don't wear dresses because, you know, I'm a man and all that. But I don't understand where the where the chain was kept. That's the biggest plot hole in this whole thing. Where is the chain? After that, Rem smells something, and then I guess the curse she smelt found the kids alive and everything. They are cursed. Petra tells them. She wakes up briefly and is like, one of them's still missing. Subaru's like, crap, gotta go do it. He's like, Rem, I'm gonna look for the other one. You follow in a minute. And she's like, idiot, that's not good. And he's like, smell me, you know, I stink, you know. And she's like, how much do you know? And he's like, I don't know dick, I know nothing about what's going on here. And yeah, and he's like, I want you to trust me like I trust you. And that's a good line. I like that line a lot. Subaru heads in, finds the girl, and it's like that. He even says like, it's probably a trap, but I've got to go in anyway. I'm like, Subaru, at least have a plan, man. at least go in with a plan. And shock and behold, it was a trap. The little dog is now a big dog, and I'm not going to do the thing. What happened next? Subaru fights the dog, impales it on a branch. He's like, yeah, I did it, suck it, dog. And then more dogs show up, and that's, you know, less than good. He's probably going to die. He goes to protect the child, like he's using his own body as a shield. Rem saves him from the dogs, that's good. They run towards the village. Rem saves Subaru from a mudslide, and she lands awkwardly on her head a lot. She's probably dead, or she would be if she was any normal human. However, she's not. She's got a horn, she's a demon, and she's also a bit of a psycho in this form. She screams about the witch, and she's pretty damn brutal. She looks completely different. You got like regular Rem, who's got like this sort of static face, or not static, but like, what's the word? It's like a low face. What I'm trying to say is she's pretty subdued. That's a good word. She's got like a subdued face. She doesn't make many expressions. And then Psycho Rem's got this massive evil grin on her face. It's pretty disturbing, honestly. But yeah, then Subaru saves her from the dogs and gets absolutely ripped to shred by the dogs. So, you know, hopefully he's got a checkpoint somewhere, because he may not make it through this in one piece. Or he's definitely not in one piece. He's lost at least a chunk out of his arm. He's not in a good way, and it looked like he died at the end, but he might not have. I can't remember. Anyway, episode ends there, and at the credits ending, there's a new version of Styx Helix as the ending theme. Forget if that happened in the original, but I noticed it here, and I was like, that's cool. I don't know why. Like, why would you change that? We're like mid-arc. It's fine, whatever, but it's cool. I don't really have much else to say on it. It was like a slower version, I guess, because Subaru is on the brink of death. Another thing I can't remember if he dies or not here. That's the thing with ReZero. I'm always like, does he die here or does he not die here? I actually don't remember, so that'll be exciting to kick off next week with. Anyway, next week I believe we're finishing off this arc, although maybe we're not. I can't actually remember. Is next week halfway? I guess it'll be 13 episodes, so I guess, yeah, roughly halfway. Exciting. Feels like I'm really enjoying rewatching this. It's not, I don't know if it's what it says about this season, but this might be my favourite thing I'm watching so far this season, and it doesn't even really count because it came out 4 years ago technically. So yeah, it's good is where I'm at. It's really good, and I'm loving it. Loving the rewatch. Again, don't think there was any new scenes added this week. I'm more positive this week there wasn't any than was last week. There wasn't any added last week. It was just I forgot it. This week, I'm pretty sure there also was not any new scenes added. Again, pretty sure it's going to be the third arc is where stuff's going to start getting re-added in. Anywho, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a subscribe, a like, a comment, other good things. Check out the main channel too. There's stuff over there. I will see you next week for another episode of this. And bye, guys.